What's up, Internet? Manny here for the Manny Draws channel. So I'm back, dude. What's up? I want to welcome all the new subscribers. We're at 645, and I'm looking at the subs right now. 645. It's crazy. I want to thank you for subbing to the channel, following me along, and if you've followed me on other stuff, I appreciate it. And if you want to stay up to date, I literally just made a Substack and did my first post on there. So if you want to stay up to date on that stuff, what I'm reading, what's going on, updates, that's something that I'm probably going to do like every week or twice a month. I'm going to figure it out as I go. Just trying different avenues. Trying different avenues to try and grow more of an audience and stuff. It's what I talk about on here a lot with the guys in the Mouth Breathers Guild. I try and get our stuff in front of more eyes. You know what I mean? So on Substack, the Manny Draws. I'll leave a link in the description there, and along with being on Webtoons. So Renowned is on Webtoons. If you have been following, have dove into the archives a little bit, you'll know about that book right here. This book, Renowned, filled with a whole bunch of fantasy stuffs, fantasy sci-fi mishmash of delight. And if you're into that kind of stuff, I think you'll dig it. Like kind of monster of the week, a little bit of drama, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of lore building. It's a fun time. Been posting few pages every Wednesday on Webtoon, and getting positive feedback from it, so go check it out. But with that said, got the Remise book done. What we're looking at right here, the original art back here that I put into a binder earlier today that I ordered. Pages are pretty big, so I don't want to knock the camera out of the way or whatever. But anyways, you've probably seen me drawing this up on Twitch and then putting those videos on YouTube on this platform. Yes. But here we go. This is the finished product, my friends. It feels great. I'm into it. I think it looks pretty good overall. Looks pretty good. There's some textures that I probably won't use in the future because there's sort of like a slight moire pattern happening. But other than that, it's not too crazy. It's nothing too I think on this page more so you can definitely notice it, or I can definitely notice it. I don't know if other people will, but on his pants, you can kind of see it on the video. Looks like kind of like squares, It just happens when some halftone screens shrink down, or the resolution, some resolution is lost or whatever. So then a moire pattern kind of thing happens. So live and you learn. Doesn't look too bad though. Didn't use that texture all over the place, thank God. So but that texture in particular I will not use in the future, or will be more mindful about it. But everything else looks pretty rad. I mean, the book itself printed out pretty good. Happy with it. But I'm gonna have these during Heroes Con. And the anthology that I've been working on, All You Can Eat, is in kind of a limbo state right now. We sent the files to the printer earlier this month, and I've been following up with them constantly, and I guess they're running behind on other orders and stuff, and that includes ours. So I'll have my Remise book at Heroes Con. I don't know if I will have All You Can Eat at Heroes Con, sadly, because it was such a big project. Being collaborating with everyone on that thing was a big deal, and probably not going to get it, but that's okay. We're going to have those books for another time. Maybe we'll just do online orders or sell them at zine fests and stuff. I don't know. We'll see. we'll figure it out. We got to pivot a little bit. Maybe if I get an update later this week and we're able to get him before the con, we'll get him before the con. I don't know. Only time will tell. But earlier this week, though, speaking of that anthology, this book, there was also interest in it. Enough interest in those books, so I was invited on Noah Ray's podcast, Constructing Comics podcast. Noah and I talked about this book and about the anthology and stuff and the process behind it and everything. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, go check it out. I did write about that in the newsletter as well. Wrote about everything I'm about to talk about here. But yeah, so talked with Noah, talked with Ben Roberts, yesterday? And that'll be going out on his podcast, the ACME podcast. So if you want to check that out as well, because Kevin and I are on there, we talk about Renowned and how we met and our process a little bit, and diving into Renowned and trying to build the Discord and the community and stuff. So Ben's a cool guy. So is Noah. Noah's a great guy too. He makes stuff. I don't have any of his books with me right now, but I do have some of Ben's stuff. And that is Children of the Grave. It's Ben Roberts right here. And Sam Romsberg might sound familiar. He was on the podcast, or on the Mouth Breathers Guild episode a while back, talking about Hound. He was one of the co-writers on here. So Sam's a great guy, funny dude. Check him out. Check out Hound if you haven't. But Ben Roberts, also friends with Sam. Funny guy. Makes some great stuff. Writes some great stuff. I worked with Ben on a project before. Don't know if that thing's going to get published or not, so I don't know. But yeah, this is just a whole lot of fun being wacky in these books. It's a fun time. So check these out. I got them signed by the writers, at least, since, we're buds. I would call us friends. We've hung out. We've had a few beers. But yeah, cool guys indeed. But we're all going to be at Heroes Con. So check us out. Hunt us down. Hang out with us. Whatever, Happy to talk shop. Happy to talk comics. But yeah, that is updates so far, my friends. It's been busy, like prepping files, getting this thing ready, hounding down the printer for the anthology book, but it's all good. You live and you learn. So anyways, appreciate you hanging out. I hope this is informative on the process of what's going on in the creation process for me. I am currently writing up some stuff, designing some characters for another project, and also talking to Kevin about some other stuff for Renowned and future books, as well as my solo stuff as well. So more solo books from me, more books from Kevin and I, and more books with Ben Hill, who's on the Mouth Breathers Guild Comics Deep Dive episodes with us. Him and Kevin are going to be working on a little something, so that's going to be fun to see and talk about in the future. So anyway, again, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for following. If you're interested at all in more updates, in more visual art on your eyeballs, check out the Substack in the link below and follow me on that route. I'm probably going to be a bit more active with that compared to other social media stuff, because there's a lot of drama going around with AI and Instagram being not so cool about that stuff. So just trying to pivot, trying to find different avenues. And if you're into that, if you're into a more newsletter kind of thing, let's do it. Sign up, whatever. It's just something I'm going to keep pitching for now on, and learning as I go. And hopefully y'all can learn something too if you're trying to do this full time in the future and all that. So I do want to do some how-to videos about making comics and getting them out there. The more I learn, the more I'm able to teach, right? So, and of course, if you got tips and tricks, throw them in the comments. Let's talk about them. Let's talk shop. Anyways, we'll see you in the future, my friends. Enjoy yourselves and keep drawing.